What was it like in ancient Rome 2,000 years ago? Were the people really that different from us? Our technology would have looked supernatural, but our hopes, dreams, and fears were very similar. Human nature is predictable. It's at the heart of the Forgotten City's premise. You travel back in time to an ancient Roman town whose inhabitants have never committed a sin. They are deathly afraid to. The many golden statues around town are evidence to the golden rule. Commit a sin and everyone dies. What counts as a sin is something no one truly knows. There are some great moments in the game where you do something questionable and immediately look around to see if the world is going to end. When it does end, the ground shakes and the statues come to life, shooting golden arrows at everyone. As long as you make it back to the shrine you came from, you'll be okay. You're in a time loop. This day will start over again. The magistrate of the town, Sentius, believes this is the work of Proserpina, Roman goddess of seasons and cycles. He remembers rushing to her shrine when the statues came alive and whispering a prayer to the goddess for help. Sentius believes that if you can stop the golden rule from being broken, you will create a time paradox in which you will have never been summoned in the first place, freeing you from the loop and returning you back home. So you are given the role of time cop, investigating residents for possible motives to sin. The trouble is, there are quite a lot of motives, and some residents are committing sins and getting away with it. Part of the fun is solving these situations and using your time loop to its full advantage. A dying woman needs a rare medicine that only one merchant has. He's raised the price to an offensive amount. You can either pay him or steal it and loop into a brand new day. He'll have no memory of this, but you'll have the medicine. You keep everything you pick up between loops, which makes for a great sense of progression. You're getting smarter and better equipped while the world stays the same. Solving everyone's problems is not necessary, but I found it engaging, and it will come in handy at the end of the game. Without going into detail, it becomes clear there's much more going on than first appears. Breaking the golden rule is basically inevitable, and you'll need to delve deeper into this mystery to fully unravel it. I was surprised at how long my playtime was, around 20 hours to see everything. The fact this game was made by 3 people and started out as a Skyrim mod is truly unbelievable. There is a level of depth here almost to rival Fallout New Vegas. There are a staggering amount of outcomes that the devs had to account for, a sense of detail that is rarely seen, even in AAA games. There are a few different starting backgrounds you can choose from, which give bonuses like extra health or faster run speed. But to me, the archaeologist is the obvious choice, as this background gives you more insight into ancient cultures and lets you understand things you'd otherwise be unable to. The Forgotten City really shines in the small details, like how characters will have missable dialogue with each other which forwards the story. The player may never hear this dialogue, but it's there because it makes sense. There are some light combat elements in one section of the game, but mostly you'll be exploring, rummaging through houses, and talking to people. One of the best parts of this game is offending someone to the point that they won't speak to you, and then looping and speaking to them as if nothing happened. If only we could do this in real life.